Pulver in the red was joined by her whole family to hear sentence passed on the man at the centre of this bizarre collar bomb plot.
Maddie, how are you feeling? Just like you said, happy it's nearly all over.
Paul Peters went to Madeleine's home in Sydney and tied what he said was a bomb to her neck using a chain. He left a ransom note. It took 10 hours for the bomb squad officers to realise the device was fake. Madeleine was freed, very shaken, but unharmed. Peters fled to America, but was arrested by officers who briefly interviewed him.
Are you responsible? No.
Paul Peters never gave evidence in all this, so we may never know why he did it. The prosecution say he simply got the wrong house. He should have gone to a neighbour who was a member of a trust fund from whom he could extort money. But the defence deny that. They say Paul Peters was depressed because of his financial losses and that he had turned himself into one of the characters of a book that he'd written. The judge said Madeleine had gone through an unimaginable terror. Madeleine later spoke for the first time about her ordeal.
To me, it was never about the sentencing, but to know that he will not reoffend, and to hear, it was good to hear the judge acknowledge the trauma he's put my family and me through. It has been a surprise to me that this year has been much harder than last year, but I'm lucky enough to have a wonderful family and friends, and we're all making great progress.
The judge said Peters had put Madeleine in fear of her life and sentenced him to 13.5 years in prison. Madeleine Pulver says she's soon off to university and never wants to be associated with Paul Peters again, having been left with no apology and no explanation as to why she was the target of this bizarre collar bomb plot. Duncan Kennedy, BBC News, in Sydney.